Express yourself. Express yourself. See, it's not what you look like.
Here he is. Really put your hands together for Benjamin Lyle. Come on. Give it up for Trey Scott. Everybody, give it up for Michael Hurd. Give it up for my man Mikey J. Starks.
I am the glue that holds this family together. You see, me and Mike, we had geometry when I was a sophomore, he was a junior, and we discussed being comedians one day. And me and Mikey J, we had PE, sophomore year? And we became really good friends. Me and Treasy, we became great friends our senior year, and then it all conjoined in together. And we were close, we were alright, we were cool together. And then once we started doing comedy, like we started looking forward to seeing each other each week. Or like it was like that was one big plus to like going to do comedy, is because we're gonna be with our bros. It's like a bros night out almost. What made me interested in comedy? Just being like a funny ass kid, I guess. Everyone laughed at me, like not for the right reasons, not because I was like made fun of or anything. But because I was confident, I guess, and so I would speak and people would laugh, and I would speak at the right moments and people would laugh.
I ain't laughing at
It's
none of
your
your
boy,
jokes unless you
Move
move
Nigga. It's your boy, Boston Law, BJL, Benjamin James Law. We in this thing.
And then got to middle school, ran for student council, and we had to give speeches. And once I got on stage to give my speech, everyone cheered and shit, and everyone was excited. And so that was like, oh my God, I'm great on stage. I can speak well. I gotta do stand-up comedy.
I don't have a job, and I'm like, I can't afford to go out places and tell jokes all the time, and that's like a struggle for me. Like if I lived in the city, that'd be really convenient. But I live like an hour and a half away from the city, an hour away from the city where we do most of our comedy, and that's just like that's a lot of money to like travel out there. Like I want to get up to doing this 3 to 5 times a week, like soon, and I just don't have the money for that.
It's definitely gonna be a career for me because I'm not serious about anything else but stand-up comedy. I know that it's gonna hurt a lot of people that love me, but if I can't be a comedian, I can't be shit.
Back when I was a kid, I was really, really good at musical chairs. And that's mainly because I went to a school for the deaf. And all you people that are laughing at that are just really bad people. Because you're imagining a deaf kid like, what the fuck is everyone moving, guys? What the fuck kind of game is this?
It's never been like a real like interest to perform, but I've always been interested in like comedy and the aspect of stand-up. You know, whether that's from watching it, which mostly what my interest came from, like watching like older comics or like the newer age comics, because I've never been like a comedy buff, but it's always been an aspect of like I would love to watch stand-up and stuff like that. Nah, my starting comedy came from me hanging out with a bunch of fucking comedians, and I was kind of like goaded into going up on stage. So it was basically like, hey, you hang out with comedians, you're pretty funny, like see if you can format some jokes together.
Basically, I'm a cashier because what we provide is like internet access, gaming, basically. So people will come, put on money, and go home and play. So basically, the transactions I deal with are about like, I don't know, a minute, and then they just go, and then I'm here by myself again for 9 hours. The fact that I have to be here for 9 hours and I have an obligation to open and close this place, and then you know, keep it tidy and all that other stuff, affects my stand-up by me not being able to go out and actually perform. And because like generally within the time frame that I'm here, like there's an open mic or like a show or something that I can be involved with, but I have to be here instead.
I can see myself doing stand-up for as long as they'll have me, so long as I'm not funny anymore. As long as I can string together a set based on my observations on life. As long as I can do that in a comical form, I think I'll do it forever.
I kind of hate my generation. In small doses, though. Instagram specifically. I just hate the fact that I will unfollow you is a viable threat.
I mean, I always wanted to do it ever since I was young. You know, like I was real open to the world of acting and comedy and all that because my dad was an actor. And, you know, like to be heard in my family, I've always been the youngest. Like I always had to say something funny. And then, you know, I realized, you know, growing up and always being that funny kid and then like being a kind of like a theatrical animated personality, I felt like I'd be good at it.
What gets in the way of me really trying to pursue this dream is, you know, trying to, you know, go to school and make my parents happy and get a degree, you know, so I have like that backup, that foundation of like a structured education. And that gets in the way because I want to do good at it. So like if I got a lot of homework to do and essays to do on top of working, you know, it's I kind of got to put aside going out to the city and spending all my whole night there. And I got class at 8 a.m., you know, and I got an essay to do. And same thing with working, you know, I can't really like tell my job like, hey, I gotta go to an open mic tonight, I can't work, you know. But it's like a catch-22 because like maybe I should just give all this up and put all my effort into going or into trying to pursue this dream. But at the same time, it's like, what if that doesn't pay off, or at least, you know, pay off quickly? Because most people don't actually get somewhere till they're 5 to 7 to 10 years into anything they pursue.
I see myself going to the top. Nah, I'm just kidding. I mean, I would like to get to the highest platform possible, you know, because I feel like with like all this understanding and knowledge and ability to do it, I'm still so young. Like by the time I'm actually like a seasoned comic, I could be at a really high level.
Anybody like scary movies in here? I fucking hate scary movies. I mean, like the stab you with a knife, Michael Myers shit, I could do because I could walk away from. I can get away from that, you know. I got a couple jukes in me to survive. But that demonic possession shit, no. You can't get away from shit you can't see, you know. And it's real creepy because it's always little white girls. I don't know what it is with a white girl in a nightgown. It's so fucking scary, but goddamn, it's fucked up.
I'm kind of in comedy because of them. Like if I wasn't doing comedy, I'd probably be selling weed to pay for film school or some shit like that. But my mom don't like me selling weed.
I don't have the time because, you know, school projects, school, money, things like that. Like I'm at the point where I don't even want a job because I know I don't need a third thing getting in my way of doing stand-up.
I want to do stand-up almost every night of my life, whether it be in a club or a theater, like touring or something like that, to, you know, just being in like it just doesn't matter. Like I want to do stand-up every night.
So I go to film school, and it's a lot of people there who judge me. You know, they make fun of the clothes I wear. The other day, this white girl came up to me, and I was like, "Oh my God, what the fuck are you wearing that outfit I saw yesterday?" I told her straight up, "Bitch, I wore this yesterday."
This is because our friendship has gained a lot of levels. And the basis of that is our want and need to do stand-up and our love for comedy in general, like the whole art of it. So that's where it's like the seed of our friendship.
I think it's a match made in heaven, and we have no place to go but up. Like we are this passionate about it, and we're this close of friends, and we're this happy when we're with each other, and we just make fun of each other all the time. We're like. This is the perfect environment for comedy to grow into something great.
Was a kid, all I had was a dream, more money, more problems when I
No.